We should be live now, right? Just give me a second, guys, until my screen comes here on my side. I already see a bunch of people in the chat. Just give me a second, guys, real quick. Trying to refresh everything here. Yes, thank you so much, guys. I already see that is thank you, got it now. Thank you again, guys, for joining us to another Monday here with Operation 11 Charlie. We really appreciate it. We have some special guests today, right? We got Trevor Rushford from Ledgestock right there. What's up, brother?
What's up? What's up?
Thank you for being here with us.
Thanks for having me.
Part of the family. Also, we got Randall and joining us here for the first time. Welcome, Randall.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for having.
Awesome, brother. Thank you for being here with us. We got Sean and we got Robert.
Yo, what's poppin'?
So how was your weekend, Robert? Let's start with you, brother.
Oh man, it's nonstop. I've been painting like crazy. And it's like right now you got Proline by the Fire, Haul and Crawl. Then you have the Super Shafty Fall Crawl. So I got a lot of clients to take care of for those 3 events, and they had me working, which is fantastic. But whew, I'm trying to stay clean off these fumes I'm getting here.
Bro, gotta be careful with that, brother. Gotta be careful with that. Man, we're gonna be talking about some events coming up. Well, like Robert mentioned them, some of them already. But yeah, Sean, how was your weekend, brother? You're back on PA, right?
Yeah, all good. Working as usual. Like work. But the only good thing about after work is getting the saunas and steam rooms and just chill out. That's the best thing about it. Like, you know. So yeah, everyone in the chat, welcome in. Big Red Bitch, Kevin Sims, 907, Trail Crawlers, Thompson, Doug, everybody, welcome in. A lot of the top heavy pig crew in there tonight.
Thank you.
Yeah, PhD.
Awesome to see us here.
Yeah, thank you for joining us, guys. Thank you so much for joining us. Trevor, let me say Randall. Randall, how was your weekend, brother?
Not bad. It was a mini vacation for me. I had the last 5 days off, so it was peaceful. And went back to work today, learned some new stuff, and I'm about to start a new chapter in my life. So things are going to get interesting here.
Awesome.
Always good, brother. Always good. Start something new, right? That's awesome, man.
Yep.
Good to hear that. Trevor, how was your weekend, brother?
My weekend was awesome. I did some RCing, hung out, got fat, ate some good food. Really kind of a low-key weekend.
Awesome, brother.
That's awesome.
Awesome.
Let's get fat.
Right before we start talking about some of the stuff that Operation 11 Charlie is going to be part of, guys. Today is for some of us it's a difficult day, right? But we just got to remember, never forget our fallen, right? And I cannot believe we were talking behind the scenes 22 years already.
Wow.
That changed us tremendously, right? Us military, and that happens, you just got to be grateful for what we have, man. And I will tell my boys here, we can never lower our guard down, man. Who would have thought, right? Who would have thought? How many of us went right there after that, went into the recruiting office, and did what we had to do, man. Difficult times. I was telling the boys here, I was there the week before it happens, man. I took my wife right after we got married. She never been to New York. I used to live in New York, grew up in New York, and my family's there, so I went to take her there, man. So we were there. Something happened. Our flight got canceled 2-3 weeks. I think Sahara, dust, whatever in the Caribbean, so we couldn't fly back to the island. So we flew back to the island, man. I was at the time on the reserve, and I working in a VA hospital. So remember that morning, man, and woke up trying to get my coffee. My father-in-law was watching TV, man, watching TV, and I just went to the kitchen. He was, I said, I asked him, "Hey, Robert, what's that, man? I'm just watching this movie." Went get my coffee and came back, and already saw the first plane in, and we were talking about it. Second one came. I said, "Bro, that's not a movie, man. That's live. This is the news, you know." And 5-10 minutes after that, I get a call from the VA hospital, and everything got cancer. We were on lockdown, and so everything changed that day. For good, man. So prayers for all those people out there, man. Like I was telling, I used to work there 4 or 5 years before that. I know a lot of people there. In my family there in New York, we have both officers and firefighters out there as well. So, been tough, and also our military guys. After that, hey, we went overseas. We had to do what we had to do. Just prayers for those the families that still going through stuff with that. So we just have to stick together, man. Stick together. That's all it is, bro. And together we're stronger. Nothing can defeat us.
Yep.
That's the only thing, man. Learn that into the military, and so hey, that's what we try to do. So I know, Sean, you were saying something about that day out there, right?
Yeah, we were actually working down by I was gonna say by 9/11 by the World Trade Centers, and the day before we actually got caught by the building department doing something stupid, so they actually shut our job down. It's the only time ever we've thanked like city inspectors for actually shutting our job down. Normally we're arguing at them and yelling at them. The next time we seen that dude, man, we thanked them. And because I was lying in bed that morning, and my boss called me, and I was like, "This asshole not know where there's no work today," and he was like, "Turn the TV on, like, and let's like turn the TV on." I turned it on. I was like, "What the heck is going on?" Like, it's surreal. Like, and as I said earlier, behind the seat, like the weirdest thing was just not hearing airplanes in the sky. Like when you live by 3 major international airports, and you don't hear an airplane in the sky, it's just like that's the craziest part. Like, I'd like to welcome Mike into the chat. Unknown, welcome in. Answer, welcome in. Joyce Birds.
Yeah, we got Trail Crawlers RC 907 Arctic Radio Control East Coast. We got Gems Hobbies, Russell there. If we miss anybody that is joining us, thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciate it. Gunny kicking doors to let me see. Oh,
Is it Javier? Is there something up with your microphone, or is it just me? Is anybody else having problems hearing Javier?
can you hear me?
I can hear you.
I can hear you
perfectly. Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry. And Gunny kick the door and drop your what?
I know, yeah, and pull up your boots. So that's what was held for review.
Oh,
So,
yeah. Jeez Louise. Anyway, thank you. Appreciate it, brother. Appreciate it. Hey, man, it's all about respect, man. On this.
Golden and Jeff, welcome in as well.
Thank you for joining us, guys. So again, difficult, a lot of memories today. So just bear with me, bear with us. So just anyway, just gotta remember and never forgotten, a lot of sacrifices that day and after that because of it, a lot of our brothers and sisters that a lot of people pay the ultimate sacrifice. So it's all about respect, man. It's all about respect. Anyway, I don't want to lose my cool. Anyway, So what we got going on, guys? What we got going on? We have a few events.
But yeah, well, next weekend is actually DG Dennis at Magic Hobbies. That's a crawl for Operation 11 Charlie.
Yes.
So anybody's in around that area, go check it out. DG Dennis, he actually done really awesome trophies. The trophies have like the rifle with a helmet on them and the boots and everything on it. The trophies are amazing. I think James Hobby helped with the trophies, put the trophies together for him.
Yep.
And they're really freaking awesome. So that's happening next weekend at Magic Hobbies. If there's anybody around the Ohio area, go check it out.
Definitely. Also, we had that event. Also, we have ASD this weekend.
Yeah, ASD. That's this weekend. Next weekend, isn't it?
Yes, this weekend also as well.
If nobody's ever been to that event, they should definitely go because this is the last year of that event. That event will not be held any longer.
Yeah.
So somebody should definitely go check that event out if they have never been and always planned and going.
Yes, that is an event, and also good people always doing amazing things for the community in general, not just the RC community in general. And that's what we are looking forward, right? That's what we need more in this damn world right now.
Yeah.
I don't want people doing the goods, man, than the bads, right? And so amazing people, good crew, Eric, Jeff, and the boys out there. So we gotta support them guys. We will have some of our guys out there. Some stuff changed in our schedule that, but we will have some representation there. So much love for our brothers from ASD. Also, what else we have? Robert, you mentioned some of the other events as well. Right after that, the following week we got Crawling by the Fire guys out there in Apple Valley, right? So we have we're gonna have some guys there. We have I believe between 6 to 8 veterans are gonna be there. We have around, I believe, 3 first responders are gonna be there, and of course our reps from that area are gonna be there. So looking forward to that event as well. And right after that, Robert, you mentioned some of the other events out there.
Yes. After that, you have literally the following weekend is Fall Crawl in Maryland.
Yeah.
Key City Hobbies. That's a huge one for guys that comp and do all that. That's put on by Super Shafty. So that's a big one. And then I believe we get a week break. And then the following weekend after that is Alabama for a haul and crawl put on by the Georgia Rock Zombies.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Corey.
Yeah.
That will actually be an awesome event. That haul and crawl is actually amazing. The stuff he comes up with to do with trailers even is like crazy events.
Yes, and that's a nice location out there. What is it? Cherokee Reserve?
Cherokee Rock Village.
And then I think the one in the Egg Harbor is in between that summer as well, isn't it? What do you call the one in the Egg Harbor where they take the mini golf course? They do the whole mini golf course.
That's the one that happened this past weekend that Jesse was in, or no?
No, I think it's after. Maybe it was this weekend, was it? Maybe it was Liberty weekend.
I think it was recently.
The one in Egg Harbor.
That's what I'd like to check out one year.
Well,
Yes,
I think that one you're talking about is the one that we were gonna go last year, Sean, right? And right there in Jersey area. I think we lost Sean, but I think that's the one he's talking about.
Okay.
In the Jersey Jersey area. So yes, that's that one. Oh yes, thank you, JM. Joe Martin mentioned Great Lakes Gauntlet too. Also, it's the same weekend of Crawling by the Fire on the 22nd.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah. So Thank you, Tony. It says fairway crawl, fairway crawl. We lost Sean. For a minute, and he will join us in a few. So that's that. Also, I know our brothers from Utah that had, and also they have an event out there. Is for they're gonna support another nonprofit this year. So you gotta support them. Our boys from Utah out there. It's in November, that Veterans Day weekend as well.
Okay.
Yeah. So I think that's it, man. And after that, and again, we have we keep doing what we're doing. We have our collaboration classes with the VA. We got one coming up every month that we do, plus our monthly outings with Operation 11 Charlie. So we have a class there on last week of this month. Thank you, Angie. Yeah, thank you, Andy. Battle on the beach in Utah, out there, and that's Hurricane area, St. George area. So it's amazing location, man. We had an amazing event last year. It was they did something for us. Good people there, and amazing location, man. You guys have the opportunity to go to that event. Man, that's an amazing location out there. We're looking forward to be there again. So I think that's it. Again, I already mentioned. Oh man, huge shout out to, if you guys saw one of our veterans, man, Gabe George, man. I love that. He's Netflix. It got the Invicta games, right? And he was in the last episode. One of our guys, Gabe George, and we call him Hollywood Gabe now. So he's been in the morning shows all over the place, talking about that experience in the Invicta game. So that was awesome, man. That was awesome to see Gabe there. So
yeah, it's pretty sweet. That's funny.
Yeah, that guy, man. That guy goes all the stuff that they go through, man. That guy can light up a room anywhere, man. So always positive. As we struggle daily, man, and sometimes I just see stuff from Gabe, and I say, man, this guy is contagious, man. So I'm grateful for him and happy for what's going through. Because he motivates a lot of people, especially a lot of us veterans, man. And seeing somebody like that, man, especially when we are in those dark days, seeing a fellow vet like that, and it's just contagious, man. So we're very grateful and happy for Gabe and all our guys, our veterans, that doing similar stuff like that, man. That's all it is. Keep doing positive things, taking care of each other, and not just the veteran community in general, man. That is, we mentioned it early, as we are remembering 9/11, we got to stick together. It's like that week when that happened, everybody was from New York, right? Everybody was together. Everybody was a New Yorker. That's why we have to be, man. It's not just when bad things happen, man. I'm telling you right now. That's all I can say.
I don't know, like a big thing in New York is, Boston, Red Sox, Yankees. So when you see the Red Sox fans wearing Yankee stuff to help support,
bro,
that was a moment. Like that was just.
And Sean knows again. I'm a Yankees fan, man. And when I saw that first game, that Boston did that, bro, it was like, man, goosebumps.
Dude, I got goosebumps right now.
Right,
just thinking about it, man. It was wild. There was a lot of heart. There was a lot of love just out there, and it's amazing.
Yeah. So that's all we got, Sean. We already mentioned some of the events. I don't know. I think we mentioned everything else. As we lost you that there. Yeah, I think we mentioned everything.
Yeah, so I guess everybody just got home from work in the hotels. I just went out, like,
They kick you out. So let's talk about, let's go to our special guest. Sean, you were part of Ledgestock out there. You were there representing Operation 11 Charlie, hanging out with Trevor Randall and everybody out there from that an amazing event. So we could talk a little bit more about that and some of the stuff that you guys, Trevor, you guys have coming up. So real quick, Trevor, for the people that don't know you, I know there's a lot of people that know you already, but just a quick introduction if you can.
Yeah, I'm Trevor Rushford. It's always weird to say. I'm a creator of chaos when it comes to RC events. I love getting people together to hang out from all different types and just hang out and wheel and do fun stuff. We do a lot of events, get a lot of people interacting and being a part of what we do is kind of my thing. And this guy up here on my screen, I don't know where he is on everybody else's screen. He's above me. Randall. He's been here for the entire time. He's kind of been the dude that's stuck to you like pine pitch. Never leaves, always sticky.
That's some kind words. But it's been an amazing journey,
right? And it's always good to have people like that, right? That's what makes the event what it is, and having the help, right, Trevor, Randall?
Yeah. This year I stepped on to help Trevor at Ledgestock, so that was a different experience. Seeing what he does on like a third of the scale, because I can't keep up with him. It wrecked me, but it was quite an experience to do that and not get out there and wheel, but like just see everyone's aspect from his perspective.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, the Trevor's all over the place. Like Trevor's everywhere. You look around, he's there. That Samurai, I don't know how it's still driving, but I tried somehow. Like the roof of the Samurai is actually even pushed up into like a triangle, like and everything. It's like, how that
it fits into trees better.
Yeah.
And I just want to say also, thank you, Trevor, for what you guys do, man. What you guys do for the community, what you guys do for RC community and community in general, what you guys did to help our cause and all the cause for the amazing for that kid. It just tells us what kind of people you guys are, and that's what it's all about, man. Helping people, man.
Yeah, like I was saying before, behind the scenes earlier, like for an event that there's maybe 150 to 200 people, man, you will not see that generosity at any other event. The generosity from the people that go to that event is just amazing. Like it actually astounds me every year that it goes. Like it's just crazy. It's just a given from them. It's like it's unreal. Like it's second to none in my opinion.
Trevor, Randall, what you guys can tell us about this year's event? How was that for you guys? Anything different from other years? What if you guys can tell us something about it?
Take it, Randall. You go first.
All right. So this was our largest year where I was informed on like Friday or Saturday that we had the most competitors ever, and I was actually amazed when I got there because I get there typically early on Wednesday, right gates open at 3 p.m. and there was a lot of people there already. I was very surprised, very happy about that. I want to say 154 competitors, if I remember correctly, but Trevor has the numbers. That's a lot for us. Typically it's like 85, 90, it's not that big, but we're growing and it's amazing. We try to bring good things to the community, something for them, something for everyone to do. You can bring almost any RC there and run it within some reasons. We do have some guidelines. They're loose, but they're there. But yeah, it really is a blast. It's a family oriented thing. You know, we're a messed up family, but we're still a family. But yeah.
Hey, that's what makes it fun, right? Interesting always.
Yes.
Functionality.
I love it.
But definitely, it's definitely an event for, like, you've got everything on it. Like, you got monster trucks, you got rally racing. The rally course this year was freaking insane. Like that track through the trees, that was just an amazing fucking track. Like, and then, like, the only reason I don't do that, I'm too fat to run after my car. So
well, this is a perfect excuse to get some exercise.
well, next year, 'cause I'm already on a slim fast diet, so next year I'll be down a little bit. So maybe I'll run next year, you know.
Sean, it's a light jog, Sean. Okay, you don't have to run full out. It's just a light jog. You want
Yeah, I know, but do you ever see my light jogs? It's like with 10 steps, then tumble, and then another 10 steps, and then tumble, another little bit, like so. But it has everything. Like
lots of heavy panting. Yes.
Yeah, it has like mud bogging, rock bouncing. There's something for anybody that goes there, like anybody that goes, and it even has sled poles, like, you know, so. Yeah.
Hey, that was a hit this year.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
That's a
I was
hit.
just doing this.
Everyone loves poles.
The drag racing was actually.
And I will gladly take over every year.
Yeah, the dirt drags were really good too. Like so.
Sean, they're saying out there that you're doing the pickle only diet.
Oh yeah. I'd be like as skinny as that. I was doing the pickle only diet. Like as skinny as anything. Like, you know?
Oh my God.
We definitely have a lot of fun. We do a lot of events. We do 12 events, and I think next year we're going to drop it down to 9 because we are growing, and we need to start saving time for everybody to be able to compete in the events. The team really stepped up this year and helped me out in ways that I can't thank them enough. You know, like Mike Dimmick, Randall, Mort, Adam, geez Louise, I can't think of his name. Sully, you know, Ben, I can keep going and going, and they just have taken events off my hands where I would have to run after and start setting up an event, then run and start up another event. Well, I'm doing this event, and it's just, I think this year for the first time, this is the most help I've had, and I think the event has ran its smoothest that we've ever done. And it's because of guys like him stepping up, like, no, we're doing it, leave, bye, take off, go do something, eat some food so you're not a gorilla later. So it's this year was pretty amazing, a lot of new faces. We allowed some new people to bring their trucks into an event that necessarily didn't fit within the rules, but we let them run anyways. And, you know, and if it's so out of the scope, like, you can run, but you're not going to win this event because we've got these people who've been building their trucks for a year, you know, and if you go through there with your Lexan truck, you know, and you smoke them, it's really not fair, but this will give you the experience and you'll see what you're competing for next year, you know, and that really, really, really helps a lot of people understand how competing works and how other trucks handle and what they are to be expecting. And we let the kids usually get away with a lot. But I think that they're so excited. They just want to run what they have. And we're like, go for it, dude. You know? Yeah. And I think this year, a lot of families showed up more than previous years, and they were all competing. And that's really exciting for all of us. Now, I think that's the biggest takeaway for me this year was the super number one help I got from my family and the big family showing up. And I say that, but then I think of the guys who showed up and donated their one-to-one buggies for the day and gave rides for 2 days to people, giving up their time off, giving up their gas, giving up their machines to go out and rock crawl and bring people for rides who may never have gone on a
Yeah.
real ride, like with a 1-to-1. So it's just been an amazing. This year was amazing for me.
Also I think you mentioned the sponsors already. You guys have a lot of more people are seeing your event now. They want to be part of it, right, Trevor?
Yeah, I think so. Having Shifts RC show up this year was huge. Crawler Cult, JCM, sorry.
Everybody that was involved in
The
that.
guy with the flags. Gosh, why can't I think of his name?
Oh, Twisted Tree.
Twisted Tree, yeah. They're vendors. They showed up. They had product, and they, it just makes it better when there's more things to do for our competitors, for people who are just spectating. They can check things out as well, and I think growth happens as you go on, and more people come and check it out and enjoy the event. Good words. You're always going to have someone who's unhappy about something. You try not to focus on that and be like, just don't come back next year. Peace. We're not the I don't know if this is going to sound douchey or whatever, but like, I don't care about people's egos or attitudes. Like, just don't come if you don't want to have a family oriented, family good time. You're not winning $1 million. You're not winning this trophy, and if you come here and you're like that, be cool about it. Don't be a douchebag. I have no problem with telling people to go home. Here's your money back. I really don't like that, because I go to some events and I see that, and it's like, okay, I don't really like that. And then you see people who get online that are the keyboard warriors. I'm like, oh my Lord, I don't want that. So I try and do my best, and my team really enforces it. They're like squashing people who are crying, or be like, listen, what's going on? Let's talk. What's the problem? Let's fix it. We're all about trying to make it good for everybody, but you get those that, you just can't please them.
They always,
no matter what you do.
No matter what.
No matter what you do. But the boys, they, rallied around me and were like, you had a great event. You know what I mean? Like, let's focus on that. I'm like, all right, cool. Let's do that. It's hard sometimes when you feel good and there's someone who's just unhappy. Yeah. And you focus on that. Why? Because we've been trained to focus on the negativity of things,
Yeah.
So,
Angela, you're right. She says focus on the positivity.
That's it.
Yeah. Yes. That's all we can do. Yeah. But this year was amazing. Like I said, we had a great time. I look forward to next year. Next year is our 10 years of doing events, and it's gonna be crazy.
And Kevin Sims, them trophies that he put together and welded together, they were awesome too. Great.
Kevin did our first place trophies for our net series. He custom welds trophies, and he's like, hey, what do you think? He's like, you think I could make trophies? I'm like, yes, I think you can make trophies. You know how to weld. You have access to cool auto parts stuff, and he has made some amazing trophies. Our finals for nets, the trophies he made for the finals are unreal. I'm like, these are your best.
Awesome.
No, the ones coming up for this weekend.
The ones coming
finals.
Finals.
Those were good too. Don't get me wrong. I love those, the one he made for the finals is unreal. Like, I'm like, all right, this is your mark, bro. You need to just reach these mark every time now.
Yeah, that's it. He set the bar high. This one, because when that final's coming up soon, isn't it?
This weekend. Yep.
Oh, it's this weekend. Yeah.
Yep. So, it's the last one. I don't know what I'm gonna do for next year. I don't know if I'm just going to do pop-up events or a point series again. I kind of feel everybody out this weekend and see what they think. I might do both, but I know a lot of people want me to travel more to bring the events to their state,
Oh,
but especially that Nats event, because that's fucking awesome. That's because the one thing I love about that, in Europe they have, and in Japan they have the huge Camel Trophy series, massive. And this is the closest in the US, I think, to them Camel Trophy series that there is.
Oh, thank you, dude. That means a lot to me.
I even offered my D90 was sitting there, and I just didn't have time to run it. So I even offered my D90 to guys, hey, you want to run it, take it, and just go, like, you know.
Yeah.
That's it.
They're
But
scared. They don't want to break your babies.
but the way I look at it is they're made to break. Like, you know, you break it, we just fix it, and that's it.
Just like a real vehicle. Just like a real vehicle.
Yep.
That's it. And it is like, to me, it's like the closest you'll get to like the Camel series from across this ocean, like, you know. And like this year, one of the events was really cool. Like we've had to recover the SEX 6. Spicy to see two little 110 scale Land Rovers recovering a big like 1/6 scale Jeep, like, you know.
Yeah.
That was a pretty cool event too. Like.
Yeah, everyone who's doing the event loves the event and what we've done so far. So I'm just going to continue pushing that. But like I said, I don't know if it's going to be a single series or point series, maybe both. We'll see. But
the Net series is awesome, man.
Thanks, man.
It is an awesome series.
Do you already have? I know you mentioned already. You guys planning like move that event around. Do you already have some locations in mind that or that you're looking for, or you know?
Yeah. As far as nets goes, we can show up anywhere and wheel. But you know, my guy Randall, he's got a place down in New Hampshire. We would do an event, which we did this year at Rock Rimmon. There's a bunch of places in Massachusetts we could do it. Doug, Kevin, and Jamie have that on lock. We could do Blue Hills, Breakheart, the place we went to. We did an Nets event there. We can go to Adams in New York again. You know, finding the places is for the most part easy when it comes to those super scale events. But we're always open for someone to say, hey, come check this place out, you know, and we'll go check it out and see if it's a place we can do an event. And that's kind of what we're planning on for next year. I promised everyone in PA I was coming down to do an events and Nets event next year. So I think I have to do that now. I've promised too many to back out.
I know it's crazy, like, because I'm actually where a lot of them guys are all from. That's where I actually am right now. I'm in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. Because I reached out because I couldn't find a hobby shop, and I just sent out one message. I just sent out one message, and then Sully straight away was like, "Here, boom, 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 like go." And a lot of the guys all like, I'm building a project in Whitehall, and that's where a lot of them all work in Whitehall. Like, it's crazy. Such a small. Because I left the Nets to come straight here, and they were all like, "Wait, you're going to where?" And I was like, and they were all like, "Hey, we're from there." So
that's awesome, man.
Yeah.
So February opened up a event spot here in Florida, if you want to keep that in mind.
But definitely we'll keep that in mind. Crawler Cult RC, they do a farm fest. They're doing a 1-day event in October, but their spring one is the one that they're doing. Mark wants me to come down and do a Nets event there, so I'll probably have that on the schedule for next year. Next year is our 10-year anniversary, and so, you know, I made a promise to myself that I would do more events than I've ever done in a year next year, and I have overbooked, I guess we'll say. But we're gonna make it happen, you know, because we're doing the TTC, we're doing Ledgestock, we're doing mud racing, we're doing monster trucks, we're bringing back our super scale series, what we used to call the Ultimate Scale Challenge. We're bringing back some people are talking about doing the 48-hour challenge, but no one's really committed to doing it yet. But we'll see if that comes back.
What's the 48 challenge? I missed that one. What's that?
Randall, you want to tell them?
All right. Yeah. So our challenge was setting up a ski resort, Bull Valley Ski Resort, 48 hours straight. Year one.
You're breaking up a lot, Randall.
Finished up.
Randy, you're breaking up really bad.
Oops.
We just lost him there now.
Yeah, he disappeared.
Yeah.
So anyways, I'll once he gets better service, The 48-hour challenge is we climbed a mountain for 48 hours straight for a good cause. Our first year, it was me, Randall, Colton, and Woodchuck. Randall and I teamed up and got it done while the boys, the other two, did their best. Colton sprained his ankle in the first couple of hours. He hobbled around as best he could. He was 15 years old at the time. And, he was really bummed, but he rallied and did really well. But Randall and I did the 48-hour challenge. So it's 48 hours straight. You get bathroom breaks and food breaks only. And then you keep going up and down a mountain, which is about 2 miles long.
Wow.
We've done that several times. Yep.
Man, when we talk about what's that? The Recon G6 for 48 hours. That's
Yeah, I know, right? Are we doing 48-hour scale time or?
Yeah, right. It's
Yeah.
we did I think it's 4 or 5 total, and we've done 48, 56, and 64 hours straight. And I think we did one more after at a camp because the mountain really got bought by a bigger company, and then they wanted to charge us a lot of money to do it. And we're like, we're doing fundraisers, so we'll go somewhere else. Thanks. So, we'll figure it out. And like I said, if I get more than 3 or 4 people that commit to wanting to do it, I will do the work to get it done. But it has to be like full on commit, because I'm not gonna do it for someone who's like maybe, and then be like, nah, at the last minute.
Yeah.
One of our biggest things was people were going to come from out of state, and they're going to, we're going to do it. We're going to show you. Not one person could do it. Not one. But it's, it's one of those things where we pride ourselves on it. Right, Randall? Are you there?
Yes. It's not an easy feat to hike a mountain for 48 hours straight. It's a lot of elevation. It's rugged on your body. Speeding a little bit. If you're a good driver, they can make it, but your body takes a toll, and you definitely need a core team to help you, or you need to do some serious prep work, your meals, and we had charging stations set up, so we hiked up, charge batteries until we got back. They were in space doing their thing. We'd come back 4 hours later from our hike and grab batteries, grab some food, and go back. It's a different feeling getting stuck at like 5 in the morning, being on a hike with your buddy, driving a toy truck. Like, it's fun, it's a different experience, but it definitely was something I won't do again, unfortunately. It was hard on the body. I would definitely encourage anyone to give it a shot if it is ever available again.
Yeah.
Glenn Harvey said he'll do it with you.
Yeah. Glenn and Colton are talking about doing it. I don't know the elevation JDs. I could get that information out to you, but you can look up Bolton Valley Resort Mountain in Bolton, Vermont, and that information will be there. But it's funny because I've gone back to Bolton to climb it with some friends and just RC, and the muscle memory and pain of that walk comes back immediately. I mean, immediately. When you come back, climbing up all day long, I can do. Coming back down sucks. When I say it sucks, times that by 100, sucks, because you're coming down, your legs start shaking. You're on some like slippery rocks and rubble and everything else. So your legs are always working. Your feet are always working. And if you didn't trim your toenails, you're going to hate your life forever, because they just start digging into your skin, because your shoes, you're always pushing them in, Oh my gosh.
You're really not selling it to me.
Yeah, no.
I'm not buying.
Well, I'm with you.
Not wrong, Rob.
I'm with you, Rob. If he does it in scale time, it will be the only time in history you'll see me with a 124 scale.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, but I mean, it's a bonding experience. That's the best way I can explain it. If you have someone that you do life with, someone you RC with, and you work well with, you will enjoy this event thoroughly because that's your buddy. My guy Randall and I, we've fallen asleep walking, carrying each other, getting us up the mountain. I remember I was talking 1 minute, and next thing you know, Randall's got my hand on my shoulder. We're like, "Hey, back over here, bud." I fell asleep walking. I was like, "Oh, yeah, I'm fine. It's cool, whatever." I just need that 2-second nap there. Yeah, it wears on you, but I mean, at the end, you're like, holy crap, the feeling you have with completing that with one of your boys or a bunch of your boys, you can't take that away. You just can't. That's something you will always remember, something you will always talk about at every event you get to. Go ahead, Randall.
The elevation gain, one of our trips was 900 feet. So it was just one trip up the mountain. I had it on my fitness app on my phone. I did 30 miles that weekend in 48 hours with Trevor. That was the weekend with Trevor. So that was a good one. That hour and a half hike was 900 feet elevation change and then 100 back down in the span of 1 mile. That's not bad.
Not bad.
Yeah.
And the terrain is awesome to wheel on. Like you'll spend 20 minutes in one spot and not hit all the lines. So you're like, all right, we're coming back down here at least 16 more times. Let's just keep moving, guys. But yeah, the 48-hour challenge was awesome. Like I said, we're gonna do that. Ledgestock, we're gonna do more events, or not more events, but focus more on making the events better there. I was told to talk about rally racing by one of your guys, Nathan. He's like, talk about rally racing. One of our cool events is rally racing. Super cheap and easy to get into. Like we say, you can race behind them. And people have suggested we do head-to-head racing. And the reason we don't do that is time, because we have to get through events. So we listen, let them run this lap twice or run this track twice and get their best time and move on to the next. With head-to-head racing, we're talking almost hours to get through it instead of like a half an hour, 45 minutes, because then that guy's got to race the next guy and the loser's got to race that loser. And you just, how bracket racing works. So we do this super cheap. You get to race it in 2 events, rally and drags. We get both of those involved for the dirt drags and rally racing. The Tamiya XV01 is kind of the platform we go off from because it's such a solid thing, and it's under $200, I think, or maybe just 200. I forget, honestly, but super cheap, easy. You get a sport tuned motor. That's what you can use in it. We don't do brushless, and we have a blast. It's some of the coolest racing we will see.
It is like, because this year, like that, right through the trees. I think I've done a YouTube short on it, so if anybody wants to check it, just go and look at the short, because you'll see the track right through the tree, and it's cool because it's through the campsites where like people are all camping, and it's right through their campsites and through everything. I think it ran right close to Ledgestown. I think this, isn't it? Like
yep, we start in Ledgestown.
Northern seeing place, that's Randall's place.
It was like a European rally. One of these campsites, guys were cheering for you as you went through. So as you went through the track, you had different campsites cheering for you as you went. It was really cool.
Yeah, it was really cool. Like it definitely was. It was awesome to see. Like, especially because you came down off the jump and you were on like a dirt road, and then the next one you just turn into the trees and into the woods. Like it's freaking awesome. Like pretty cool course.
I love it. Real quick, we want to welcome Radioactive Scale. Welcome, brother. Let me see. Reefs RC, Sharif.
RC,
welcome, brother. If we miss anybody, thank you so much for the support, guys. Really appreciate it. Talking up here about 2S power on the rally race. That's
Yep,
all.
2S limit. Yep. They're fast
Yeah,
enough on 2S, believe me.
So Mike said the way we did the rally this year will continue.
We'll continue. Awesome.
Yeah, that track this year was freaking awesome, man. Because I like just the turns that was in it and like everything. It was really well laid out, like through the trees.
That's
Yeah.
awesome. And then it says Sean is gonna buy one for next year so he can rally race.
Nice.
I'm telling you, I'm already losing weight. Look, I'm down
Nice.
32 pounds. So I'm like the time I get the Ledgestock, I'll be down 60 pounds. So I'll be
Hell
ready
yeah.
to go.
Bro, you guys have mentioned that 48 hours already.
Yeah,
giving
that
me
ain't happening.
flashback. You're already
Yeah, yeah.
giving me flashbacks here on the
Yeah, yeah.
military, man.
Yeah.
Road
Yep.
marches. I don't know. That's awesome, man. I love that. On that. Guys, also here in the chat, if you have any questions for Trevor and Randall, feel free, man, to post them and just feel free. What else we got? So okay, so Carlton, they're asking, yes, it is a Ledgestock 2024 yet,
Yeah.
right? They
Yeah,
already-
we got the date set for that. Yep. We
That's
just haven't made an event page yet. We announced the dates. It's the second weekend of August in the same place. Yep.
Yes. I saw that post, I think was last week, right? The
Yeah.
date's already out. People been asking, so that's awesome right there, guys. So you guys already can plan for that event. RC
Yep.
Cape Cod, welcome in, brother. Good to see you here.
Yeah. We have the TTC coming up this year. That's the newest thing that we've created. I wanted to do a real top truck challenge, but for RCs. We opened up submissions for 2.5 months. You get to send in a rig via email and fill out the form and send it to us. And if we get 50, I don't know, but the top 50 or the top ones, whatever we max out at, if we don't get to 50, will be put on Facebook and they get voted in. And the top 15 voted in get to come compete on a real scale top truck challenge course with the real frame twister, the real mini Rubicon, the real mud bog, the same stuff you grew up watching on Four Wheeler Magazine, we're going to recreate for RCs.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Trevor,
it's not-
look at this from Reeps RC. We love to support next year and hopefully to attend. Right?
That would be awesome. That would be awesome.
Yeah.
We'll take anybody who wants to come and be a part of what we do. We love the support. We love RCing. We love seeing the RC community come and hang out and be a part of what we're doing. We'll keep going and keep growing. And
the tough truck challenge though this year, that sounds freaking awesome. I'm reading the rules of it. Like when you put out the rules are fucking awesome. And they were really well thought out, like bracketed out well for them even.
Thanks. Thanks.
I think you'll have no problem getting the 50 competitors in that. Well,
I'm
50
thinking about it.
entries.
I read the
Yeah.
rules. I was talking to Blake with Metal Masher. He's like, I think we need to do this. And I'm like, I'm thinking we should too.
I would love it, man. And listen, this is all happening at my mom's place, right? Plenty of room for camping, plenty of room for, this stuff. Like I'm going to post a picture. So my stepfather's a construction worker, right? And I asked him, I was like, listen, like you don't like people. I get that. I understand. I don't blame you. I said, but can I hold this event? I said, max competitors will be 15. I said, and maybe more, it'll be more with the staff, with the people that I need to run the event. And he was like, yes. It wasn't even like a hesitation. He's like, yep. And I said, do you think we could, I listed off the things we're doing. So he brings me out back and shows me everything. And I'm telling you, and he loves to build stuff for RCs. Like in the wintertime, we build this 20-foot wall of snow called Tower of Power. We haven't had enough in a couple of years. So hopefully we'll get some. So he loves building this stuff. And he's like, will this work? I'm like, yes, that'll work great. So I'm confident we're going to get as close as we can to the scale aspect of the TTC. And like I said, there's going to be plenty of room. There's hotels there for the guys who don't want to camp. They're literally 20 minutes, 15 minutes away from where we are. Plenty of parking, plenty of food, plenty of places to go. It'll be 3 days. Sponsors are starting to trickle in already. We've already got 3 lined up. I only announced 1 today. But it seems like everyone's excited about it. And I'm getting people being like, can you extend the build, months? I'm like, listen, we're shutting it off because people want more than 2.5 months to build a truck, apparently. So I was like, yeah, right. I know. Some guys are like, that's too long. Some guys are like, it's not long enough.
Yeah, it really depends on what you're trying to do.
Exactly. So I've given people who've reached out a little bit of a leniency way, because the judges and I can go through pictures and stuff really easy, So the cutoff date's November, I think 24th. And we don't post the top 50 until January. So if you get it to me in that time frame, not like December 31st, but like I'll probably let it go and let the guys look at it and be like, is this worth it? Do we want to replace one? Without going too crazy. But I think most will have it done in 2.5 months.
Yeah, because I even seen Nick Barber, RC Jesus, he put a post up about it and everything too. Like,
yep.
Well, so
yeah,
it's definitely
Nick
good.
Reached out to me too. He says, Rob, I think you need to do this.
Yeah, I would love it, man. I mean, it's a marquee event in the sense of like it's like you're building a truck specifically for this event, knowing exactly what you're going to get into, and it's only a select few are going to be able to compete in it. So I feel like it'll be fun in that aspect too. And like I said, we get the top 15, and then we get 5 reserves, meaning you're on call if any of the top 15 drop out for whatever reason.
That's good to have the 5 in the background as well, But it's cool, and nobody really does that anymore. Like for a proper PTC, you have to go up into Canada or somewhere now to do it.
Yes,
Yep.
So nobody really does.
Tony is saying, by the way, it's almost on the border of Canada.
It is. We're a lot of our friends call us Canada Light. We're where my mom is. She's a half hour from the Canadian border.
So we gotta get Jake there.
We're an hour away from Montreal.
I'm still game.
How far are you away from that, Jake?
It's about 5 hours, 4.5 hours.
That's my engine only getting warmed up.
I ain't nothing, Jake.
I know, right?
We need Jake there next year. We need Jake there next year. They were asking Casper, what was the rules of a replica from the TTC?
Oh, the replica builds are automatically in the top 50. They get pushed right through no matter what. If it's one I don't recognize, I've told people, I'm like, whatever you're building, send a picture of the actual TTC truck you're replica building, because we want to make sure you're not like, this is a replica build and we don't see it anywhere, because it's limited as far as magazines and pictures that you can go back on to see. So if they get a picture or an ad or whatever that shows that they were in the TTC, because there's a lot of stuff on the internet, to send that information. But yeah, I did in 2018 a Top Truck Challenge replica build off. So I know 4 trucks already that are going to be sent in for the event, and they go automatically to the top 50 immediately. But it doesn't take away from the 50. So we could have essentially, 60 and 10 of them be replica builds. So there's going to be a true 50 originals. If that makes sense.
Which is awesome,
Yeah.
That will be killer. And then you also have the scale coming up as well. When are you doing that, the new scale build?
The Super Series scale, Super Scale, that's just more of get-togethers. What we did is called the Ultimate Scale Challenge. When we first started out doing events, that was one of the events. I'm just not calling it that anymore, just because USC is a football thing. So when you start using USC, people are like, eh. So we're going to go with the Super Scale Series. It's a tread lightly style event. You get judged on how you drive, how you handle obstacles, what you do at certain things. Are you safe? Are you reckless? It's it's a very long, detailed thing that we did that takes a long time to do, but it's so fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's super scale. You can only spin the tires a little bit. You should like,
Yeah.
if you're coming up to a water section, you should get out and check the water before you just bash your truck through. Use safety straps when you're in a very bad spot, or do you throttle out like a man? Like certain things you'll get judged on,
Yeah.
that's one of my like nerdy favorite things to do.
Yeah, that sounds actually awesome event as well. Like that's a good thing. Like your events, they're not like just show up with your build, sit here and do it. Like they're all designed specifically for like, hey, you can do this, you can do that. That's a cool thing about your events, like
Yeah, I try to be inclusive, like it not there's the hobby's so huge, right? There's comp, like serious comp boys, you know what I mean? Like they get after it and like it's so amazing. Like I think it's cool, too stressful for me. I shake like a leaf. I'm like, that sucks. I suck. This sucks. Everything sucks. I'm out of here. I'm not a comp guy. I can't do it. I'm the worst. But for the guys who can, it's amazing. It's like, wow, you are so good at what you do, But then I got this guy over here with a monster truck. He's like, yeah, that's cool, but watch this. I'm doing 17 backflips off this tree, bro. It's like, holy crap, that's cool in what you do. So I try and bring it all together. We do comp, Thursday morning, and we do monster trucks. Like you said, I try and make everything. Everybody has so many RCs. It's like people, when we first started, we're like, wow, comps are cool, but I wish there was more to do. It's like I have my rally car. It's cool to bash around. I wish I could race.
Mhm.
Oh, we got racing. My monster truck's cool to jump, downstairs and stuff. I wish I had a course. Oh, we got a big old freestyle course you can run on now. I wish I could pull something. Oh, we got sled pulls. So
unfortunately.
yeah, it's okay if I'm not doing the event. I can sit back. I enjoyed watching it. So I'll tell you something about Ledgestock this year was the first time I was able to sit back and watch some of the events for the first time, right? First time in almost 10 years. I'm sitting there at sled pulls in a chair. I got a drink and I'm enjoying it. I see why people like these sled pulls, because you're like watching that truck go and you're like, come on. I'm like, damn it, I'm rooting for this. Why am I rooting for these damn sled pulls? So, like, I get it now as a spectator sitting back watching. I'm like, oh, okay, this is cool.
Yeah, I still can't bring myself to watch it. No, it's just like,
yeah, no, I know. I gotta be somewhat there, because if I don't, then everybody will be like, oh, Trevor. So
Is there anything there for kids, youngsters? Do you guys do anything for kids?
No, we hate kids. So this year was the most kids we've ever had, right? Normally we have like 2 to maybe 3 tops, right? And one of the kids is so dang good. He won Monster Truck Freestyle and took a low-speed truck home with him last year. You know what I mean? All the adults are like, hey, but I think next year I am going to break down a kids group. I think I'm going to make it like 12 and under, so they're not competing against the adults. Because like I said, this year we've had, I think there was like 10 kids competing this year. Some of them were doing really good.
That's awesome.
But that's where I think we're headed for with the kids. And they can do any event. All the kids do all the events. We don't exclude them. Yeah, we don't exclude them.
That's awesome. That's good to know. That's good to know that.
Yeah, because it was kids running in the rally racing and everything this year. They were running the rally racing. There was a couple in the monster truck racing and everything. Sam Hunt last year, he even adopted one for the whole weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah. And actually, there's stuff for everything. Ledgestock, it's definitely, if you've never checked it out, it's an event you should definitely come check out.
Yeah, we'd love to. You too. You want to add anything, Randall?
Yeah, we'd like you to come check out I think you'd be pleasantly surprised with what you found. We put on a good show, a little bit of something for everyone, and yeah, it's I look forward to cheerleading you in the woods because that's what I do. I'm gonna tell you to turn your wheels right, left, give her some gas.
Randall is one of the most popular people at Ledgestock. Like, I always hear how great everyone is, you know, like Randall's so good, Mort's so awesome, blah blah blah. I'm like, hey, what about me? Yeah, you're fine. I'm like, hey, but Randall's a huge cheerleader. He is out on course supporting people. Like, he is one of the best in the business when it comes to, you know, everything encompassing RC is getting you involved, supporting you, fixing you when you're broken, and cheering you when you are broken to keep pushing. He is one of the best, and I'm so proud of him and glad he's a part of our family. And I don't think I want to do this if he's not with us.
That's awesome. It's always, like I mentioned earlier, it's always good to have people like that around you and make this, you know.
And Kevin Sims in the chat there, I'd have died without his breakfasts. Breakfasts are awesome, man.
I saw a comment earlier. We just got to make sure that Trevor is being fed all the time.
Yeah,
I get a little not myself when I'm hungry.
He gets very
he gets a hangry monster.
Hey, listen. I was fed well this year.
I'm speaking the truth. You were fed very.
Yeah, Kevin Sims cooked some awesome food this year. Man. He did.
Yeah, I think he needs to start charging people.
Yeah, like the top heavy pig crew, man. They're like such an awesome group of guys. Like, you know, just like from the first time I met them, I think it's like must be near 4 years now or something. It's just like I just felt at home with that group of guys. Like, they're just down to earth and fucking.
They're amazing guys. THP crew. My first introduction to them is when I held a Nets get together. Was it 2 summers ago? And I showed up with Mort, and they had a sign that said New England Trophy Series, and like they all signed it on blackboard with silver markers, stuff. I was like, okay, I think I found my people down here. What's up?
Yeah.
You know, great group of guys, always giving, always supportive. I mean, THP crew is one of the best crews that I've had the pleasure of meeting. Very selfless, always supportive, and they talk a lot of smack, which we do too. So we love that about that.
Yeah, that's it. Like, you know, they're always abusing me about my pickles. Like, you know, so. But they're definitely an awesome bunch of lads. Like, you know, because even like Doug, this truck right here, like Doug from the top heavy pig crew. He
donated
he won this and donated this truck right in. So this truck is actually getting sent to DG Dennis. He's going to do an awesome. He's going to do like a wrap, like a dip. He's going to do like a military dip.
Oh, a dip. Yeah.
He's going to do a military dip. But I also am sending him a top heavy pig logo. So he's going to do the military dip, and he's going to put the top heavy pig logo on it as well, like, which would be freaking awesome, like, you know. So I just gotta figure out the electronics, and he's gonna take care of building the whole thing for us. Like,
yes, definitely. Thank you so much, man. And CNC, man, had donated
that truck he built, man. Like, I was so jealous because I had to watch everybody buying the raffle tickets, and I was like, dude, I want but there's no way I could have got in the raffle. Like, because imagine if my thing had to come out, and I'd be like, yeah, be like, what?
Who's this man?
I know, yeah. I was looking at that truck and like just drooling, looking at it. It was
the guy who did win it, Ben. He came up and he was shaking. He's like, "That's my number. That's my number." I was like, "Yes, it is." And he was so pumped. He's bringing it to Nets this weekend to compete for the first time.
That is awesome.
Yeah, he's teaming up, I think, with my nephew, actually.
Sweet.
So-
I'll have to get the guys. I'll have to get Doug and the guys to send me a few photos of it.
Yeah.
That thing
Oh,
is-
for sure. I'll be taking a lot of pictures of it.
Yeah,
Uh,
that thing is awesome, man. Like, and even for him to get RC Girl to do the graphics.
Oh
on
yes,
that thing,
yes,
like,
yes.
crazy, like, you know.
Sean,
He
I
did
was
it.
last month. I was in an event somewhere. I think it was where were we last month? I don't remember. A month, and I forgot to send you this picture right here. It says Tapatio pickle. So I forgot to send you that picture right there.
The one right
I
behind
found
you.
it for you. Yeah, it's some hot sauce
awesome.
pickle.
I don't.
Oh
I
my
just don't understand it. I went the other
Why
day.
don't you understand it?
Because like, I went the other day to get a sandwich, right? Like roast beef. And, like, why is there a pickle on the plate? Like, no, it just shouldn't be there. It's like, why? Like, it's just.
Listen.
It's nothing that.
You're broken because you don't even like peanut butter either.
Oh my god, peanut butter should be illegal in every country in the world. Like, that should be completely illegal. Like,
Or pizza. He lives in New York. He don't like pizza.
You don't like pizza?
like
Don't
pizza?
come.
no, I would eat a bit of pizza, but I wouldn't go out of my way to get a piece. Like, I'm just like,
Oh, but now fries and gravy, that's his.
oh my god, yeah.
That's his jam?
French
Oh, he's
fries
a
and brown
carb boy.
gravy.
All right.
I tell you, brown gravy on French fries, best food ever.
Oh yeah, we went to a restaurant. I forgot where we were. I think it was Kentucky, and he
Yeah.
found out that he can get fries and gravy. Oh man, he
It
was
was over?
glowing. He was excited.
Yeah. French fries, but the whole pickle, I just don't not understand it. Like, if by anything, and it's something that there's just absolutely no right in this world to be a pickle on the plate. Like, it's completely insanity. Like, no.
Cotton candy pickle. Yeah, Jake, get it.
What the hell? Just look at that young pup behind you, Javier. Yeah.
Bro, I was 19 years old. 18, 19 years old.
Crazy, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is funny.
He's
He's bland. He's got a bland palate. Tony said you got a bland palate.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, man. We are pumped for 2024, you guys. Obviously we want you to come to Ledgestock. Just let me know what you need from me, if anything. And we'll try and make that happen. I know it's a ways away, but if I've learned anything, the sooner you start planning, the better.
Yes.
And we're, like I said, it's literally I took a couple weeks off and I got right back to planning for next year, you know. So I want to make sure you guys are taken care of. If more than just Tony and Sean are going to be there, those guys, they know what to do. They know what to expect. They can help you out as much as you need to, but always reach out to me. I'm totally down with that.
Definitely, Trevor. Definitely, we're gonna be there. Like I said, we're gonna try to get a camper there, so we can have more guys, especially like guys that cannot, we cannot do that camping no more because of injury stuff like that. But I want to take some of our guys so they can experience also it. Because definitely, I want to be there with Sean and this time.
yeah, and there's a lot of guys. There's a lot of guys with the camper vans and everything.
So we're just gonna have to search from some rental places that for camper around the area that will deliver there.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah.
That's the
I
only
know
thing we will need, Trevor.
Yeah, okay. I'll get to work on that. Ryan Rodriguez from Shifts RC rented one, but I don't know if he went through a company or a person. I'll have to find out who's around there for you guys and see if they can do that, because I honestly don't know, but I'll get to work on that.
Yep. Definitely. Again, because we want to be there. We want to be there with you guys. I want to meet you guys in person and just support the event and talk to the people around there. So definitely.
James Hobby, you're absolutely right. Pancake Tuesday is the best day in the world.
Oh my goodness. So what else? What else we have planned for next year, Trevor? Anything else that you have planned for next year, other than Ledgestock?
We're doing Shred the Ledge.
Okay.
We're doing that in New York. That's our first big event. It's our 10-year. Like I said, it's our 10 years of doing events. So this Shred the Ledge is going to have all the throwbacks to the Shred the Ledges we used to have. It's going to have envelopes, hidden secrets, surprises, signs to follow. I'm going to kind of bring it all the way back. They're going to have their own scorecards again. It's hard to do anything for a long time, and it's hard to do RC events consistently for 10 years. And it's been a struggle at times where I've wanted to quit and be like, this isn't it. I don't want to do this anymore. I'm burnt out or whatever. But like I said, my crew, they just rally and they make me feel good about what we're doing, because the guys are always like, look, it's like, you're struggling. Let us pick up some of the slack this year. All right. And they'll do that. They'll pick up some of the slack and they'll help me here and there, and I just got back into it, hardcore again, a couple of years ago. But I asked Randall, there was a time I was like, I don't really want to do it anymore. I was just burnt out.
Yes.
But Shred the Ledge is coming back.
What part of New York? What part of New York is that, Trevor?
It's going to be in Ellensville, New York.
Ellisville, New York. Okay.
Yeah. There's an event page already on Facebook.
Okay.
I think it's Shred the Ledge, Decade of Dedication or something like that. I can get that.
You need your winter willies for that too, don't you?
Yeah.
It's in June. So
it's in June. I thought that was earlier than. I thought it was way earlier. You need the winter willies.
No, we try and do Shred the Ledge in June because it is cooler.
Okay.
And it's not as buggy, because once you break a certain spot in June to July, the bugs are like, what's up, B? We here. It sucks. It sucks so bad. So we've tried and find that line, and I don't know how Ellenville will be, but Adam's family opened up their place. It's a beautiful home with a big front yard. We're going to ruin with Tent City. And we're going to be going over there 2 to 3 times to start cutting trails. I want the 20-hour event to happen in New York because that was our longest one. So I'm shooting for big long events, big loops, and it's on a side of a mountain, so you're constantly going to be climbing.
That is awesome.
Yeah, that's one thing. I'll definitely bring the Ledgestock next year. It's friggin' bug spray.
Yeah.
Yeah. After I got eaten alive the first day, people were like, "Do you want bug spray?" And I'm like, "It's too late now." It's like just bug bites everywhere on me. Like, it's like,
Right now,
might as well just let
bug
them
bites
feast.
on bug bites there.
Yeah. So I was just like, you know what? I might as well just let them feast.
Yeah. So Shred the Ledge. And like I said, all the little events I'll pop up, New England Trophy Series, the TTC, and like I said, I'm doing a bunch of little things like mud bogs. A lot of people want to do mud bogs, so I'm creating a bunch of classes for mud bogs. I'll probably do 1 or 2 of those events, one in Vermont and one in another state. I plan on doing more traveling this year to other events too. I want to get to some of the bigger events, but that's kind of hard because I went from having 7 weeks of vacation to 2 weeks when I went from UPS to a different job. So my time isn't like, I don't have as much time, but I do have more time, if that makes sense, because I get done at 3 o'clock every day, but I just don't have the week longs where I would need to go set up an event somewhere far. So I'm going to hopefully go to other events. I went to Crawl for Paws. I have been trying to get there in the 3 or 4 years that they've been doing it. I finally got there and I had an amazing time with them. I want to get down to Mass and hang out with the guys that are doing events down there, support RCE, just get out and do more. That's how I started. That's what I love to do. I'm a social butterfly. I love hanging out with people, getting to know what they like to do, like create a fun atmosphere, just something. I don't know.
Definitely. And just the different cultures, different environments within the depends on where the events are, which states, East Coast, Central, West Coast. A lot of the people are just amazing, man.
Yeah.
That's what's up, man.
Awkward silence. Just 6 dudes looking at each other like, you gonna say something? No, you say something.
That's good. That's a good one. That's a good one. Mike says that he got out on the woods on Saturday morning and not come out till Sunday morning. Sunday morning. That's good, man. Hey, it's
You're
nothing
talking about shred the ledge, yeah.
wrong.
Yeah.
That's how it used to be. We used to do shred the ledge at Field and Forest before we started doing Ledgestock, and you would go out Saturday morning and you'd come in Sunday morning most. Yeah, because it was we do 3 big huge loops. I'm talking miles, right? So you'd do 1 loop, come back, eat dinner. But if you broke, you had to go back, fix, and continue where you broke from. So it would take longer. So you would see at 3 a.m, people coming back, and I think the latest someone came back was our 2nd year there, and it was like 6:37 a.m. on Sunday morning. Yeah,
That's crazy, isn't it?
yeah. That's shred the ledge is a hardcore event. That's what we call it. It's hardcore for you. It's hardcore for your truck. It's not scale. So if you go thinking this is a scale event, it's not. You bring your biggest, baddest truck, and you survive.
And I bet you when those people finish those type of events, that they feel amazing, right? They accomplish all that.
Yeah.
Especially when a hard event, like you mentioned.
Yeah. Our friend John Baskins, we call him 3 servos, because he started, I don't know, in the morning, Saturday morning, and by, I don't know, I think it was 1 a.m. He was on the last leg of the loop, and his servo died, and then his servo died, and then a 3rd servo died, and he's getting so mad, so frustrated, and because it's all mud, it's water, rocks, it's grueling, it really is. And he's got his class 3 truck, it's got the huge tires on it, all metal cage, it's a beautiful truck. And he was probably, I would say, a half hour from finishing, and he tried to quit. No one would let him quit. A guy went back up there, got his servo, put it in for him because he was so worn out, he was beat up, tired, right? So that team rallied around him, put the servo in, and he finished, right? And at 2:30 a.m. when he crossed the the threshold, so to speak, everyone that was there started cheering for him and clapping, by the fire. And he felt so amazing. He couldn't believe he finished it. He's like, I did a shred the ledge. He was so pumped. And like, I live for those moments,
Yeah, I see that like Doug posts a lot of photos and stuff from it, and the friggin' looks awesome as hell, like,
Yeah.
So it does. But Doug's crazy. He was out in freaking monsoon weather this weekend, even. Something wrong with that guy. It's like, he's monsooning and he's out like wheeling like nuts.
We know some things about a monsoon, don't we, Randall?
A monsoon is probably the best wheeling you're ever gonna do. When you can drive in like an inch and a half of water that you're driving up, it's fun because those drive become waterfalls, and it's interesting. It changes everything.
Yeah.
So make sure all your electronics are waterproof or water resistant.
I tell everyone, I'm like, if you're coming to our event, period, waterproof, period. End of story. No matter what the event is, be waterproof.
Yeah. Every vehicle is waterproofed. My dry car is waterproof. Shelf Queen is because even sitting on the monsoons, and it's so.
And
Yeah,
and double knot your shoes if you go near the devil's bunghole.
That's an actual place at Field and Forest. I don't know if Sean told you that story, but we heard that he almost lost his soul out there one night with the boys, the THP boys.
Well, the funny thing about it was there was one part that was really swampy, so I was standing on a rock. I was telling the guys, hey, go around this part because this part is like swamp deep, because I tested it and I was like, so go around. And then when the last guy was going through, I went to turn off the rock, and the next one I just went right into it, and I was like curling my toes to just hold my shoes on, like coming back out of it. It was like crazy.
Nick says it was an event like nothing I ever experienced for sure. It says Mike says if you think you're waterproof it again.
I mean, because we compete in the rain too. So like, even if you're doing dirt drags, you were gonna want to waterproof your truck, man. Just for that reason alone, because we don't stop because it rains. We were doing rock bouncing unlimited, and we got hit with a mini monsoon hurricane. And when I say it was pouring buckets, it was pouring buckets. And there were two competitors left, and the one left and the other guy, Rob, he's like, can I still run? I'm like, yes, you can. And he actually finished. He won. He was the only one to finish because everybody ran away because of the rain. But he's like, good thing I waterproofed this before I came. I was like, absolutely, dude. Yeah, I'll never forget that. That was amazing. Thunder, lightning. We're in the woods on rocks, buckets, man. Like I'm just like, you can't get the rain out of your eyes fast enough type of buckets. And I'm watching him squinted eyes as he's rock bouncing up these steep cliffs. I'm like, we're idiots. He's like, okay. Like, yeah. It was so much fun. But yep, waterproof.
4.5 inches in an hour out there. Yeah,
that was that. Yeah, Jeff was there. Yeah, it was bad. It blew down their big canopy. It was a mess. It was an absolute mess. A little hurricane is what we called it.
That's crazy. That's kind of what we had that year in Axel Fest Badlands, right, Sean? That
man,
right
that was
out of nowhere.
Yeah, completely out of nowhere. Like, and it was like there was even I came to one set when I went out crawling on one of the tracks. There was it looked like a small little puddle to me. I put the truck in. Next minute, the truck just completely disappeared. I was like, wait, what the hell happened? That was just like, I was meant to be a small little puddle. The whole truck just disappeared. And then you started floating away on it. It's like, whoop.
That rain, it changed the terrain right after that. It changed it completely. Freaking canopies flying left and right.
Yeah.
I mean, we were under a canopy trying to hold it. Everybody holding the wow. It's crazy. Yeah. Hey, man, Mother Nature, that's part of it, man. So you just gotta be prepared for that, you know.
Yeah, we're go ahead.
Yeah. So what Ledgestock next year? What did you say? Second week of August, somewhere around there, yeah.
Second weekend. I think it's like the 10th to the 13th or 11th to the 13th, something like that. Starts on the Thursday. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'll get that on my calendar. Because this year, even I left Chicago, and the job I'm doing right now, I was meant to start like the Tuesday before Ledgestock, and I said, guys, I'm leaving Chicago right now. I told you this block of time is, but what about the job, Sean? I said, the job will be there when I'm done with Ledgestock.
I appreciate it, man.
Yeah, so I went to Ledgestock and then just turned around and came here to the freaking project. Like, so.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jeff. The 8th through the 11th.
Yeah.
8th through the 11th.
August. Yeah. August 8th through the 11th.
2024, people.
Yeah. And we're taking steps to be running the event entirely from camping to what we do. So we're talking with Field and Forest about letting people come early on Wednesday now. Awesome. So so we'll hopefully have that locked up by then too. My mom has been a huge part of helping me out at Ledgestock. She's been running a lot of the we'll say the business end of things for me while I get the event started and going. She's been a huge help. She said I will run the booth to get people checked in. She's like, I won't chase people. They'll regret leaving. So I was like, okay.
Your mom's awesome though, dude.
Yes, that's what they were saying on the chat.
Like, completely awesome.
Yeah, she's pretty amazing.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Anyone who comes to the TTC will see all 3 of her hot rods that she has too.
Yeah, because it's at her place. Yeah,
it's at her place. Yeah, she might have 1 or 2 out to show off too. Yeah, and nice rigs.
That is awesome, man. Now, that's awesome. Looking forward to that. Definitely. We're almost getting to the end, guys. We got about 12 minutes.
Okay.
feel free, people. Questions here for Trevor, Randall, that you guys may want to know for next year. All the events that they're gonna be part of or gonna be making for us to have fun. Like he said, right? Family oriented, so people will go out there and have fun, guys. So let's show some support, man, out there for that.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Trevor.
I just want to put this out there in the world to tell everybody, support the events that you go to year round.
Yeah.
And what I mean by that is if you go to USTE, support USTE year round with their sharing their posts, supporting what they're doing. If you support O11C, support them year round, not just during a day, not just because Trevor and Randall are here, year round. Okay. We can't grow as a community if we're just so short-sighted and only there for our own, I don't want to say our own things, but that's kind of what I mean. Because I feel like our hobby shops are dwindling because everything's so easy to get online. I think that if we as a group of people start supporting one another, I think we'll grow exponentially. You know, like I wish I could get to the Holland Crawl down in Georgia. It's just not going to work this year. Those guys are starting to do some crazy things down there. Corey, Dwayne, all the boys. I can't wait to actually get the time to go down there. Crawlapalooza out there. I know they're working really hard at that event. You know, support those guys year round. Support the ones that support you year round. Your sponsors, support the sponsors of the events. They're the ones getting you the prizes, not me, not Randall. Them. You know, Greg Held from CNC Custom donated, I think it's 5 or 6 RCs for Ledgestock between donations and prizes. We didn't get that from our title sponsor. You know what I mean? It's support the people that support the hobby. That's just the best way I could put it. You know, otherwise a hobby won't grow.
Definitely. And everybody can have fun. And like I mentioned earlier, if we're together, we're stronger, man. And that's what all and not just in the RC, all your life around, man. It just that's how we do it, man. That's how we keep going forward. Well said there, Trevor. Also, the Corey and the boys, they have Wet and Wild.
Wet and Wild in the spring, yes. Wet and Wild and Holland Crawl. Yep.
So that's gonna definitely got some events out there. Whoever they are, we'll support them, like Trevor says. Yeah, definitely. Well said, man. Well said.
Yeah, and I just found out through the chat that Mike has actually been hiding Swedish fish all the time. Mike, you make sure that next year. See, I'll eat Swedish fish, but I won't eat pickles.
Swedish fish.
Yeah, Swedish fish, man. Yeah, I get liver now. Right. So.
Jeff says, "Can I help with the Kool-Aid next year?"
Yeah, he's just got to show up, buddy. He took this year off. He took this year off, and we hope to see Jeff back there this year. Jeff was one of the first ones I noticed helping us out. He wasn't a part of our team at the time. Jeff is a part of RCEC, but he was always the first one to grab a rake, grab a shovel. Hey, what do you need? Let me go do that. No, you do this. I'll go do that. Big help at the beginning of what we were doing, and I love that dude. Him and Sean both really stepped up in the beginning. That's how they became part of our team, because they just never left. And I was like, all right, well, I guess you're here now. Yeah. So yeah, we're pumped. We're excited for next year, man. I think this year was awesome. It was our 9th year, and you know, everybody seems to be like in the business if you're still a business 10 years, that's when you're going to actually start doing things. Yeah. Now it's just like 10 years. I don't think I'll be doing this in 10 years. You know what I mean?
10 years, that's I'm ready to retire.
Yeah.
Here you are.
Yeah. But here we are, not me. We.
Yes, always a we. Well said, brother. Over there says Jeff says he has financial difficulty. So, hey man, we all go through that, Jeff. It said Glenn said Jeff is a great guy. Yeah. Awesome there. Guys, well, we're gonna start saying our goodbyes. Anything else that we forgot to mention? Guys, O11C. And Monticello. What's going on in Monticello? My aunt used to live there in Monticello, in New York. Right? That's Monticello, New York.
Yeah, I'm not sure what. He's on Radio Control East Coast. Also, STI is.
He was asking me if Monticello was near Ellenville, New York, and I said, I don't know. I don't live there.
No, I don't. Yeah, I don't think so. No. Yeah.
Hey, here's a news flash. Try Google Maps. You can probably find it faster.
Yeah.
Well, guys, again, thank you for being here. Again, we're gonna start saying our goodbyes. Guys, like Trevor said, let's support those events, man, yearly if you can, right? Events like we are gonna be part of next couple of months. We got Dennis. He has an event this weekend, right out there, where he's at. We're
Yeah, this weekend, Crawl for 11, Charlie.
Crawl for 11.
It's actually at Magic Hobbies. Yeah.
Oh,
it's at
Magic
Hobbies. Yeah. So
Yeah.
anybody around that way, just go check it out.
Yeah.
So,
Go support that if you guys are around that. He's gonna have some raffles out there. Support that. We really appreciate Dennis and everybody out there that support our cause. Also that same weekend we have ASD, right? It's gonna be the last year for them. Amazing people, guys. Anybody out there on the West Coast or are planning to be there, is an amazing event to support as well. Great people for the RC community and the community in general. Right after that, we have Proland by the Fire, that we're gonna have some veterans as well participating in that event as well. So also we got the gauntlet out there that we're gonna have some of our guys out there as well. So man, we're looking forward to see and talk to people out there. Make sure to stop, guys. If you see the O11C booth, stop, talk to us, meet our veterans, talk to us and see what we're all about. All this stuff happens behind the scenes for our guys, like I will always says, and we love to talk to the people, man, out there. So, what else, guys? I think that's it. Robert, Sean, Jake, anything else that we forgot to mention?
Nope, not yet.
Next week.
Next week we don't have somebody like this. It's on the works. Stay tuned to our social media. We'll be posting it. Also, at the end of this month, we have our usual VA VA hospital class with the PTSD and rehab program. We're always looking forward to that monthly classes with them and outings. So we're looking forward to that. More stuff coming into different VAs as well, guys. I know a lot of our veterans and people asking different VAs. We'll be doing that as well. Just be patient in different states as well. Just be patient. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. And we'll be doing all that stuff, man, out there. Also, our monthly outings with O11C as well. Looking forward to that. I think that's it, guys. Again, it's a special hard day for us. Some of us here, a lot of us here, day to remember, right? 9/11, 22 years ago, that we mentioned earlier. So, prayers for our brothers and sisters that pay their own sacrifice. Pray for that family, man. The family, they're still going through stuff, and so prayers for that, man. Yes, I cannot stress it enough. Together we're stronger, man. That's all I can say. And I think that's it, guys. I think we will start saying our goodbyes, and we go from there. Jake, brother.
Thank you everyone for coming out tonight and spending your Monday with us as always. And stay safe out there.
What do you think? I love that pic behind you, brother. Where was that? It's literally right there.
Yeah, that's my. Oh, where is it? That's my son in a fighter jet.
Oh, that is sweet, man. I get he was having a blast out there, huh?
Oh, he's all about wanting to be in the Air Force now. So.
Oh God, that's hey, man. Hey, let's do it, bro. That's how to start. Awesome, Jake. Thank you, brother. Thank you for being part of that. Sean.
everybody in the for taking the time to stop in. Without the support of you guys, week in and week out, stopping in to say and just sharing everything we do, it wouldn't be possible to do what we do without you guys. And Trevor and Randall, thanks for taking the time to be here tonight with us. Javier, brother, as usual, thanks for making me a part of it.
Thank you for being part of it, man. And all our guys and family behind the scenes, you guys are make this going on. We really appreciate it. Moon over Miami, welcome, brother. Thank you for being here. Let me go with Robert.
Yo. All right, everybody in the chat room, you guys know I love you guys. Everybody that's been here over and over, week over week, we love the support that we get from you guys. So continue that, and everybody's gonna be fantastic. Love you. And Trevor and Randall, you guys are awesome. I hear your names constantly. Like, this is the first time I've seen your face. Like, I could put a name to a face. That everybody talks about you guys. You guys are awesome. Like, the passion that you guys have that I'm hearing from other people, and now seeing like your body language and how emotional that you guys get about what you do. It's amazing. Like, you guys are a big part of the RC hobby for the northern guys, you know, and I can't wait to meet you guys in person. Like, I am definitely looking forward to Ledgestock. Everybody's been telling you gotta go, you gotta go. You guys tonight have just sealed that deal for me. I'm gonna make that happen.
That's awesome. Thank you.
Good. Look forward to seeing you next August.
All right. It'll be my birthday, so I gotta go.
Yeah.
That's my gift.
Heck yeah.
We'll celebrate. We'll
Yeah.
celebrate. Yeah.
Go ahead, Randall. It's your turn.
I'll bring your friend. I'll bring your friend.
Yeah, I want to thank you guys at Operation Charlie 11. You guys are what you guys do for our vets is it's phenomenal. It really is. You guys coming out and showing us the support and being a part of it really means a lot to me. I know it means a lot too. So I just want to say, from the bottom of my heart, all my teammates, we really do appreciate you guys. Keep up the good work.
Thank you, Randall. Thank you for those words. It means a lot
Thank
to
you.
us, and you guys, I would give us the strength to keep going, man, and our veterans. And like when you mentioned earlier, Trevor, when you saw seeing that person finish that event that you do, then seeing their faces happy, that's what makes your day. That's the same thing when we do what we do. When we say our veterans, they're struggling with PTSD, some other condition, and we take them outings or the classes, and we see their smile, or knowing that somebody is out there for them, you know. So we love that. We really appreciate you guys. Trevor?
First thing I want to do is I just want to say my condolences to one of my good friends, Mike Dimmick, who lost his brother. I don't have the words. I lost my brother a couple of years ago under different circumstances, but just know we love you, bro, and we have your back, and you can lean on us anytime you want, day or night. Give us a call. We got you, bro. Love you so much, and I'll be thinking of you and your family. Operation Charlie, I love you guys. Thanks for having us on. I enjoy talking to you guys. I enjoy laughing with you guys. Jake's rude. He talks a lot, but whatever.
I do.
Yes.
You know, and Robert, it was great to meet you. I've heard good things about you too. And I can't wait to meet you face to face, give you a big old bro hug. And we'll celebrate in August for your birthday. We're good for a little celebration. But you guys keep doing you. If you need anything from us, let us know. You know, we're always down to help. You know what I mean? We'll do what we can from the our part of the states here. But keep up what you're doing, guys. I love what you're doing, and thank you so much for having me and Randall on.
Thank you, man. You guys always welcome. You guys are part of the family, bro. We love you very much. Prayers for that, for your brother, for that friend that had lost a family member. Prayers for you, man. Prayers for you, brother. Again, we cannot thank you guys enough, man. We really appreciate everybody being here with us in this Monday on the chat here on the panel. Also remembering 9/11 22 years ago, man. It changed our life completely. I know it did for me and my military career and all that stuff, man. So whatever happened after that, I will do it all over again, man. Definitely. So thank you for the support. We will see you guys next Monday. Trevor, Randall, stay here so we can say goodbyes, you know, behind the scenes. Thank you guys for the support. We'll see you next Monday. Peace.